The Republican-led effort to bring migrants from the southern border to sanctuary cities is once again picking up steam. More buses are on the way this morning, and they're headed to Philadelphia this time. Republicans claim the effort is meant to highlight the shortcomings of current immigration law, but not all sides agree on that. That is including the mayors of these so-called sanctuary cities. Allie Bradley is live for this morning to explain that story. Good morning, Allie.
Yeah, hi, good morning, Mitch. So this bus carrying 29 migrants departed from Del Rio, Texas on Monday is set to arrive in the city of brotherly love this morning. So what we're learning is Governor Greg Abbott has sent more than 300 buses already. This is one of his chartered buses that is making its way to Philadelphia. When it comes to this bus specifically, again, it's one of more than 300 that we're dealing with. We are waiting for that to arrive in Philadelphia. But Abbott has sent a lot of migrants. We're talking about more than 13,200 migrants to these so-called sanctuary cities. We're talking about 8,300 to Washington, D.C., 3,700 to New York City, 1,200 to Chicago, and now 29 to Philadelphia. When it comes to the mayor of Philadelphia, he actually came out and was frustrated about this earlier this week. We were talking about this being a potential, but Governor Abbott would not confirm that this bus was indeed a bus that they were chartering. Now we know that it is, in fact, coming from Governor Abbott. So this is what the mayor of Philadelphia had to say, Jim Kenney, saying, quote, "It is disgusting that Governor Abbott's administration continues to implement their purposefully cruel policy using immigrant families as political pawns. Philadelphia Gov agencies and partners are working to welcome, assist, and provide support to these individuals and families." Now, Governor Abbott maintains that the federal government has failed to secure the border. So he is bringing the border crisis to these larger cities that can kind of handle this influx. Again, there's that breakdown of where Governor Abbott has sent these buses. Now, we know that in Arizona, Governor Doug Ducey is also sending buses. He continues to bus people to only Washington, D.C., saying the problem originated in Washington, D.C., so that is the only location that they will be sending them to. They have already sent at least 2,500 migrants to our nation's capital with 70 buses. But Governor Abbott saying that Philadelphia is a perfect destination because the mayor there has really celebrated his sanctuary city status. And so Governor Abbott says Philadelphia is one of those drop-off locations, but he will be adding more drop-off locations in the coming weeks as well that we can anticipate seeing him drop buses off to. Now, Mitch, this all comes as we've seen mayors in New York, D.C., and Chicago declare some form of emergency, calling on the federal government for some type of aid. And this, as we also saw El Paso sending thousands of migrants. We know that the city of El Paso sent more migrants to New York City than even Governor Abbott did. However, the city of El Paso had coordinated efforts with all of these mayors and with these city officials that these receiving cities were in. And so there wasn't a lot of backlash for El Paso. They actually stopped busing migrants on the 20th, Mitch. This came after the Biden administration had announced that policy that expelled Venezuelan migrants. And because they were busing mostly Venezuelan migrants, that's the influx that they were experiencing in El Paso. So today we are expecting that bus in Philadelphia. And of course, when that happens, we'll bring you those details.
And Allie, that is the big difference, right? There's actually coordination, whether it be the city of El Paso or various charities that bus these folks north. With some of the governors out there, and I'm thinking about Ducey and Abbott specifically, Ron DeSantis as well, there is no coordination, right? They're just sort of, we're going to send them, and they're going to show up, and it's your problem now.
Well, and Mitch, you're exactly right. And I mean, that just goes in line with what we've been talking about. I mean, we talked about this on Monday, that we knew there was a bus heading to Philadelphia, but we couldn't determine where it was coming from. When you talk about coordinated effort, Governor Abbott's people wouldn't even confirm that they were, in fact, sending it, even though sources were telling us that they were. And so once that bus finally got on the road, it was almost like this gray area where they said, oh, well, we haven't sent the bus yet. But they did, in fact, send the bus. So we know it's going to be arriving there today. Governor Abbott confirming that as well. So, yeah, there's not a lot of coordination. And it seems like a lot of secrecy, too, within this bus mission still at hand.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation in your cable lineup. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-based, unbiased coverage.